Hey Ophiuchus, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all good, having a blessed day. I'm going to see what wants to come out. If this does resonate, like, share and subscribe. It's always greatly appreciated. First card out, Two of Cups. King of Pentacles. Past energy. Nine of Swords. We had the Ten of Swords on the back of the deck when I started the read. There's a triumphant energy coming through. It feels like coming to the end of the dark night of the soul. An end of a very dark time. Sleepless nights, confusion, illusion, psychic attacks, judgment. It's a very outcast kind of energy, stress, feeling like you've got nowhere to turn, no one to turn to, praying for an answer, praying for a way out, fighting to keep the faith, finding the faith through you. It feels like something clicks. This may have already clicked. This is in the present energy. Fighting, it's like learning how to manifest, learning how to master your energy, learning how to be the creator, the co-creator of your own reality. It's a journey. Nothing is mastered overnight, but something is coming to an end. Something makes sense. You've learned something. It's now second nature. There's a new program that you're running on, confidence to commit to the dream, to yourself. This is the time to make bold moves. This is the time to go all in. This is the time to move in a way that confirms that life is a special occasion, that you are the special occasion. All we have is now. Saving for the rainy day feels like completely dissolving that perception, that idea. To dance through the rain, to celebrate in the rain, to celebrate in all conditions, all circumstances. Taking power back over your happiness, death, transformation. It's been worth it. And you've already seen that, or you're about to. Physical evidence, something shifting physically in your reality. Breakthrough. This is something you can feel internally. Six of Wands, death, as well as seeing things that just wouldn't happen. Attracting opportunities, attracting material abundance, attracting different kind of energies, having different kind of conversations. It's fruitful, it's inspiring. It's a different energy. It's not about necessarily the things that are coming in, but it's about the fact that it's confirmation that you have freed yourself from some kind of past cycle. Four of Wands, new community. Let go to receive. Four of Pentacles, the world. Closing out old cycles. Best you can do is let go. Interesting, that song was just coming through, Don't Turn Around, and it was just that bit, because you're going to see my heart breaking. Don't turn around, I don't want you seeing me crying, just walk away. But then as I've actually gone to the lyrics, as I was guided to at 16 minutes past 9, if you want to leave, I won't beg you to stay, maybe it's better that way. Something's coming through with this Five of Cups, and it's not what I thought. It's interesting. See how focusing on the 3 cups that have spilled, the 2 cups that are standing behind him there, but focusing on what's gone, focusing on what's fallen apart. But what's coming through this is being mindful of guilt, that you feel bad to focus on the good in your life because it makes someone else feel away, in terms of maybe you don't want to move on to new love, or you don't want to move on to a new business partner, or you don't want to move on to a new community, because when you're thriving, when you're happy, people are happy for you, but it's like you may be cutting out people. It's like you have to move on from certain people. They're going to feel a way about this. Whether it's friendships, business partners, people you work with, love. It's almost like coming through like some people pleasing to play small, to be unhappy, that it makes others, that you can resonate with someone if you're unhappy, or if you're complaining, or if something's not working. That it keeps you in the team. That is something that to bond over, like trauma bondy kind of energy. Be mindful that you're not focusing on the loss. As a way to procrastinate standing in your truth, having the hard conversations, or facing the reality of things, moving on, letting people see you as the bad guy, or feeling disappointed in you. It's not your business. The Emperor. Judgment, foundational factors. Time to answer the call, making better decisions, doing what's right for you, coming out of this worry and this fear when it comes to how others are going to view you, or how you're going to be treated differently if you're honest about who you really are, or what you really want to do, how you really want to show up, or you actually do it. It's like not everyone's going to be happy about it, but don't drop down to lower yourself to meet others where they're at. There's too much at stake here. There's too much you want to create. There's too much you want to experience to be bold about what you truly want, unapologetically. And not in terms of not caring, but to learn how to move through that. It's like it's not your intention to hurt anyone, but it's not your responsibility if they feel hurt. Like this is coming through in terms of course, in relationships we need to compromise, but this is coming through in terms of people you're being guided to cut cords with, step away from, maybe completely move on from, so they're no longer in your life. People, places and things. To not dilly-dally on this. Ripping off the band-aid. It's not helping you, it's not helping them. To stay dancing in illusion when something's not really how it's being portrayed. It's not really where you want to be. It doesn't really make you happy. It doesn't feel genuine. It doesn't resonate anymore. Maybe once it did, but something doesn't anymore. It's time to let that go. People, places, things. External influence, a lot of physical change. Emotional fulfillment, physical abundance, freedom to travel, experiences. It could be like taking something worldwide. The Sun, the Chariot, the Devil, the Ten of Cups, 1221. The Sun, the Chariot, the Devil, the Ten of Cups. This is coming through like Cappy in their power, like boss energy. Yeah, Ace of Swords. lotus through the mud. Clarify. Three of Swords, the Lovers. Hope to heal heartbreak. Someone really, this feels like extreme disappointment in terms of somebody really sold you a dream and come with a nightmare. Someone wasn't who they said they were. Someone wasn't moving the way they were portraying they were moving. Feels like this is a lot of expectations that came crashing down and maybe had you wondering if you'd ever be the same again, or could ever love again, or could ever be trusting, open. Yeah, this could have put you in isolation. This could have had you having no option but to rest. It feels like just having to wallow, just having to feel it. It could have been weeks, it could have been months, it could have been years of just extreme heartbreak, grief, having to process, not fully registering, feeling like, was this all a dream? How could this have happened? Justice in your favour. It feels like something you think you could never have come back from, you'd never move on from. And kind of just having that desire just to get back to some kind of normality. But it's like what's waiting for you on the other side of this is beyond. It's not going back to where you once was. It's not moving just a little bit forward. This is a complete life transformation. It feels like you've taken the time out to deal with it, not to just go and pass on the hurt. The Hierophant, the Empress. There's something coming through here about you're going to be grateful you waited for better. You're going to be grateful you took the hard road. You're going to be grateful you didn't distract yourself from the pain, that you went straight through the storm. Something may have taken a little longer. Maybe to you, in terms of others, it's like people seem to be getting over things quickly, whatever it is. Relationship ending, business ending, losing friendship, some kind of like, people seem to just get on with it. You may have felt like there's something wrong with you. Why is it taking you so long to process something? Celebrate the fact that you've gone through this, straight through it. It looks like people have got over things quick because they never even went into it to get over it in the first place. They chucked it to the back of the closet and got on with their life. And then bags are just piling up back there, chasing them around until that bubble's over. Something here, it's like you've gone right to it, you've dealt with it, you've freed yourself from this. This isn't going to be carried with you to the next relationship. This isn't going to be carried with you to the next situation, to the next project, to the next business, whatever this is. It feels like an ending of a relationship, a partnership. Four of Wands. When this, as things unfold, it's like it's going to be clear how it would have held you back to stay in something you once wished for. There's better here. The Magician. And this is really what you set out to manifest. Temperance. Protected from the past. Trust it. Something's going to be about trust it's safe to move forward. You're protected from the past. Nothing that once hurt you can now hurt you. It's done. It's over. Meditate on that. It's done. It's over. It's separate from you now. You've renewed. You're not the same person you was. New cells. You're not even the same person you was. Deep that. You have the knowledge from those experiences, but you are not defined by those experiences. The Lovers on the back of the deck, number 6. True love that is long lasting, choices made from the heart, a return to good health. 1933 on the clock. Indecision is holding you back. Make a choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others. Feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. Positive changes are on their way, a welcome relief from troubled times, travelling or relocating. And the Lovers again, number 6. True love that is long lasting, choices made from the heart, a return to good health. All work and no play, being weighed down by too many responsibilities. This is on judgment. Like, remember, like, joy is the most spiritual thing you can be doing. But a lot of time there's like this seriousness, I suppose, that kind of comes down from that programming of good and bad in terms of religion and school and parenting, whatever it is, like programming. It's like in the moments when things feel too intense and the weight of the world is on your shoulders, just to remember that you know nothing. You're in control of nothing. Even if you controlled everything, something could happen to throw all your plans in the air. When we make plans, God laughs. To really not take yourself too seriously, take a day off, have fun, play, be silly, enjoy yourself. Do things just to feel alive, to feel free. And that is healing in itself. Justice, number 8. Take time to review the details carefully. You will win in the end. Fair and objective decisions. We've got the Magician here as well again. You can do anything. Take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success. Queen of Wands, 6 of Swords. Yeah, slow and steady. Rest, build, recharge, build. Master your energy. What are you putting in? What are you putting into yourself? Fill your own cup. Take time to meditate. To speak to yourself, to connect to yourself, yeah. Again, this past energy, this Hanged Man, and we had the 9 of Swords in the past. It's just like something really feels just intense. Like how we often feel like we actually do need so much rest after traumatic events. Maybe months, maybe years. just needing to sleep a lot, rest a lot, to recuperate from the storm. Feels like this is something that you're coming out the other side of, you have come out the other side of. But to still be easy with yourself, it's like that thing in terms of recovery. If you have an injury, it's like there's parts of the healing process. Just because you've started healing, just because maybe a wound has healed or an injury has healed, doesn't mean that you should go back to something full force. Still take it easy. Still make sure you're doing some kind of physio or investing love and healing into that area. Just because something's done, just because the storm has passed, just because maybe physically in your reality there's nothing attacking you as such right now, doesn't mean that you don't still feel attacked. And to be kind to yourself as you shift, as you continue to release any residue from the past, and as you continue to embody the new. Moon, Four of Swords, King of Cups, King of Wands, Tower. Best you can do, change, change, change. It's like, be your own spanner in the works, be your own firework, be your own shift. Make the changes happen. Physically shift things about. Help yourself shift and align internally. What do you feel called to do? Tunnel vision, focus, be open to change. What signs are coming up? What are things telling you right now? Listen deeply. There's a lot of money to be made here. The Magician, Three of Pentacles. Increase in finance. And it feels like something's going to come in, like you'll receive some kind of finance or an opportunity or an update about your finances, an increase when you aren't doing anything. And it feels like this is going to come as a shock. How has this happened? I didn't do anything today, or I didn't do as much as I normally, like, why has this come in? It feels like there's a lesson of letting go, to create space to receive. Do the work, celebrate the work, trust all is well, but then let it go. It feels like learning how to let go, to detach, to know that you're good, even when not in motion. Of course, we're always in motion, but even when you're not in motion, you are full, you are whole, you are enough. You are able to receive, attract effortlessly, mastering the feminine. It's a very lonely energy in the foundational factors. Disappointment, feeling like it is a fight alone, like a solo fight. Only you having a certain vision. Maybe you could only see what you could see. You only understood what you understood. You may have felt misunderstood for a long time. It's almost like you needed to be rejected to learn how to not reject yourself, or to back yourself in the face of rejection. So you couldn't be told who you were. When everyone's telling you that you're who you're not, it's like, it's only you that can take a stand for yourself. If no one believes you, you've got to double down on your own belief in yourself. And it feels like this is something you've mastered. It doesn't even matter anymore. This is very freeing emotionally, as sad as it may have been to come to this realization. It's like, just when you are now getting the validation, you don't need it. And it may be from someone you really care about, it may be from family members, it may be from business partners, it could be from friendships, lovers, whatever it is. It's like being receiving a lot of praise, receiving a lot of attention, receiving a lot of finally hearing what you've always needed to hear, but now you don't need to hear it because you already told yourself. Yep. Inner child. Healing the inner child. Page of Cups, Emperor. Maybe check Happy's read if you feel guided to. Justice in your favour. Trust everything's working out perfectly and affirm that. Stay in that energy. Meditation, visualization. How do you want it to feel? How do you want it to look? How do you want it to be? How do you want to be? Go all the way there. Watch the film in your mind's eye. Be it. Know that that is you. Go to the future. Become that. There's so many meditations and things that walk you through that. Free on YouTube. I've done a few, but I haven't got any of the names of them in my head right now. But just imagining, like, where you want to be, like, who are you really? Your most authentic self. Go in there in feeling, in thought, visually. Meditating on that book as you rise and before you sleep. Things will start to shift. Things will come into your reality that reflect that energy. Impossible is an illusion. Let go of the weight to remember who you are. Stop trying to work it out. There's nothing to work out. You're trying, it's like almost like trying to find the answer to the puzzle, but it's like you are the answer to the puzzle. Trying to work out how to do this or how to be that. It's like you don't need to try and be anything but you. Because it's like when you're really being you is when those things come through. Like if there's something you're passionate about that for a reason. And when you let go of trying to be good enough or trying to fit, that will come through you. Example, if you are, which we all are, an artist and you enjoy painting, instead of going to different art classes and learning how other people do it, and not saying this is a bad thing, and trying to fit into certain people's techniques and ways, and maybe they paint in silence, but maybe you would paint better with music on, but you don't experience that because you're doing it in someone else's environment. No pressure, no expectation, no specific outcome. To just really flow and commit to what you love and see what comes out of it. See what you come up with. Don't try and get to the outcome. Just immerse yourself in the process. Don't try and be the best at what you do. Just try and be the best you. Try and do the best for you. What feels best. It's not how it looks, it's how it feels. The energy of a painting is more than just the technical side of it. Like there could be the most amazing artwork with different lines and intricacies and measurements, and it took however many years to paint. But if someone's disconnected from their work, if there's no passion, there's no love there, you'll feel that off the canvas. Break free from limitation, break out the box. As soon as we try and do something a certain strategic way, and it's like coming out of flow state, maybe take an approach that maybe isn't one that the majority would take. I'm not even sure what this is about, but you'll get it if it's meant for you. Yeah, it's like pushing you to commit. If things aren't working, it's like, oh, you're not fitting in someone else's box, it's not working. It's not that you're not meant to be doing something, but you're not meant to be doing it their way. You're not meant to be doing it. It's like, don't follow learn from others that have walked the path, but it doesn't mean you have to walk that path. Think of the bigger picture. If something's going to be sustainable for the long term, it's like something isn't work. It's when you're doing what you love. You can't beat somebody when they're doing what they love, because it's not truly work. It's fun. And there's something here about, don't make something a burden. Don't make your passion a burden because you think you've got to operate a certain way or do it on a certain time schedule because that's how everyone else is doing it. Find another way. And you'll thank yourself for that later. Because it's like doing something everyone else's way, things get oversaturated. Your way may be different and it may be judged at first, but first they'll judge, then they'll copy. Maybe then it's like you set a new way. It's a new method. It's your own method, your own way, your own idea, celebration. How do you feel happy doing something? Don't ask anyone what they think about it. Commit and get on with it. Because that's how you're going to move forward most balanced. That's how you're going to attract the most opportunity. Authenticity is a higher vibration, a much higher vibration than perfectionism. It's like putting in that hard work is one thing. It's not about getting it right. It's not about doing something, ticking all the boxes, but making sure that you're staying in your box, not in anyone else's. This feels like something you wouldn't have even been able to think of doing in the past, because it's like it's a bloody miracle that you're even at this point. But now it is possible. Now not only can you do what you're doing, you can pave your own path here with this, whatever this is. The advent of real progress in matters of business and creative affairs. Intuitive force indicating fast moving deals and long awaited decisions. One interpretation is moving house. As someone you may know, he is a charismatic action man. Celebration. This is huge opportunity, huge turning point. 8 of Wands, Knight of Wands. An idea that you had a long time ago, you may have given up on, you may have thought it was a waste of time, you may even be thinking about moving or changing direction because it doesn't seem like anything's working. Don't give up now. This is a time to take action, time to go all in. You have made good decisions. Don't doubt yourself now. Judgment, Emperor. Yeah, before that we had the 3 of Swords, 10 of Wands, 7 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles. Feels like just being burnt out. Something's taken a long time. There's been a lot of work that's been put into it. But it's like it is a long time, maybe in terms of how there's that instant gratification in today's world. But is it a long time in the grand scheme of things? Like maybe you've invested a few years or sacrificed a few years for a lifetime of a whole different life than what you were experiencing. It feels like that's how it feels like, oh, I can't do another 3 years, I can't do another year, I can't do another 6 months, however long it is. Realising how long something's actually taken, how slow something feels like it's moving or has been moving, wanting to give up. Surrender, rest, don't quit. You couldn't quit if you wanted to, is what's coming through here, because it's like even if you turned your head and tried to run off down the other path, you'd be back in 5 minutes, because this is who you are. This is what you want. It's like it's an illusion in itself that you could have something, a a different way. You could be, it's like, oh, I'd just rather have a simple life, a basic life, or to have something how it is, how others have it, some kind of simpler way, or maybe going back to unconscious ways. It's like, no, it's not even an option. Snap out of it. You are who you are. It's a blessing. Hermit. Eight of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Magician, Ace of Cups. Grouse and turkey, sacrifice, giveaway, and movement. A form of medicine, an invitation to the dance, moving through the emotion. Again, the opposite of depression, expression. Maybe you're being asked to give something up, some kind of addiction to person, place, or thing. Physical exercise is key. Something's coming up. I've just got an image of a page in here. I've just opened on health, page 113, Aries. Aries gone wrong needs to slow down. You're always pushing yourself to the limits mentally and physically, and you run the risk that one day you'll overstep the mark. If you're fortunate not to have experienced health problems so far, that's usually an indication that you have plenty of earth or water sign activity in your full chart, which calms the ship, so to speak. But don't rely on this to work forever. You can be rash and rather accident prone. Again, this means that you need to slow down and think before you act. Being rash disconnects you from the voice of reason and strategy and ensures you are solely tuning into reactive behaviour. Gone right, you like activities that keep your fitness at peak level, but you also know that you need help to slow down, so engage in strategic games like chess and mind games such as Sudoku. Competitive sport appeals to you, of course, but Aries gone right is a good sport and enjoys the thrill of any competition, game or tournament. Meditation is good for everyone, but is especially important for fire signs such as Aries, who need more earth via calm, stability and consistency in their lives. Something's coming through, something that I haven't actually done for ages, but something that I should be doing. But something I haven't done for ages, but maybe this is for somebody. To slow down as you rise, so some kind of breath work. My favourite one to do is left, right nostril breathing, which I've spoken to you about before. Don't know the proper name for it, so I'm calling it left, right nostril breathing. And always feel anxious I'm going to mispronounce the guy's name because how disrespectful. Master Sri Akashana. And basically he just explains that you breathe through the left side, breathe in for 3, hold for 3, breathe out through the right side. So you can cover the right side and breathe in through the left, like to just like push it closed and then hold it. So you can close both sides as you hold it. And then release on the right and breathe out through the right. When we breathe out through the right, it's like releasing that heightened energy. So he says when you're breathing through the left side, you're calm, and through the right, you're heightened, you're fiery. And that you can balance that out through this breathing technique. So I used to do that to slow down as soon as I woke up. And then once I had slowed down, maybe make a hot drink and continue to slow down, meditate, go outside, get some fresh air, look up at the sky, connect to the sun, connect to the elements, really get into that place of hypnosis before starting the day, before starting the activity, before getting fired up, so that the energy is more streamlined, more channeled, more clean. And then go and do some kind of exercise intentionally It's like, even with boxing and things, it's like there's a difference between just beating the bag senseless and channeling that energy, using the breath, mind, body, breath connection as you punch, as you release, breathing in, breathing out, having something in mind, having an intention, or maybe the intention is just to not have anything in mind, but to be aware of your energy, and not saying not to let loose, that's just as necessary, but to really lead yourself, not let it lead you. Slow down, exercise regularly, learn to relax, find your passion, focus on finishing things and manage your energy. Not sure what that's coming out with for Aries, but maybe you've got some Aries up in your chart. Seven of Pentacles. You are beginning to see the rewards of your work, and although there may now be a pause in your progress, this is not the moment to be lazy. It is time to think carefully before deciding on your next move, and remember, sometimes the answer is staring you in the face. Focus your meditations on your crown chakra to connect to your spirit guides who will help. Tanzanite can help you connect with your unseen helpers and bring positive energy, promoting magical outcomes. 47 on the clock, and page 47. Guys, I told you in the Cappy read I got the I received the necklaces today from DIAMORAY, and I've got them here, so let me just show you those quickly. So there was two here that they'd sent me. Now, I don't know how I feel. I absolutely love them. They are stunning. Love them. Love the lady I spoke to. Love the website. Love everything about them, really. I don't know if you can see it clearly on here. My mash-up hand from the boxing bag. It's not quite the one, but you can kind of see it. I can see it a bit clearer on this black backdrop. Actually stunning. And I have another one here with a the Opulence necklace. See if I can show you. And then this one is the Opulence. Again, obsessed with this. My granddad bought me a necklace like this. It was a heart with a ruby in it, with a cross in the heart when I was little. And this kind of reminded me of that, which I love. It's giving Empress. Stunning. So yes, I was so happy when I received these to show you guys. Just as I was so happy when I received other products to show you guys, and I was very confident that everything was all up and great, but when I received them, the packaging did say, one of the packages that it came in said made in China. Now I know everything's made in China pretty much these days, however, I just need to triple check that everything's ethical, everyone's getting paid and everything's good, because a lot of these websites or people that are partnering with, like creators that are partnering with warehouses, it's not even the creators' fault. Like the warehouses advertise themselves as ethical, and they are in some areas, but unless you really look into it, they don't make it clear that sometimes they're not. And if my gut isn't sure, I need to double check. So, or am I double checking because I am sure? I'm not sure. So I emailed them today as soon as I received these to receive confirmation, ask her to confirm, and you can kind of see them. And as soon as I hear back, I will let you know. So follow your gut, guys. I'm just overly wary about these things. But it keeps happening to me, and I feel like it's actually just a sign for me to kick me in the right direction, because I keep promoting different things that I've looked into creating myself, and there seems to be block and block and block, and it's like, well, maybe is that a sign, magician, just to make it yourself? Then you know where everything's coming from, what everything is. Again, with what I was saying about not fitting into someone's box, if something's not working for you, or you feel like things aren't going the way you want them to, or things aren't the way you want them to be, maybe it's trying to get your attention, to bring you back to yourself, for you to do things a different way, for you to do things your own way. King of Pentacles, the Magician. Things, it's like any obstacle is actually just a signpost, because it's like if you can't go one way, it's showing you what way you're meant to actually be going. As for Otter Spirit, guys, definitely done my due diligence there, and we're all good. So link in description below. And then my brain goes, are we though? You never know. No, we are. Throat chakra, communication. Communicate openly. Allow yourself to be understood, to show yourself, to show your true self, what you really love. How can your people find you if you're not truly being yourself? To not try and fit in anyone else's box. I open myself to the truth that is within and around me, and I know that it is there for me to receive. I practice developing my intuition. I know it's a major aspect of who I am. In the stillness and silence of meditation and contemplation, I will experience and know the truth. And then we have sacral chakra. I avoid continually sacrificing my own happiness for others by rescuing and enabling them, as doing this may hinder personal growth for both of us. And we have unconditional love. I allow myself to be open to giving and receiving love without fear of rejection. I give without expecting recognition or acknowledgement in return. When I am loving to others, I am helping bring out the innate love within them, so they also feel uplifted, worthy, and cared for. We have Moonwall. I haven't pulled this one before. Planetary companion Moon, zodiac sign Cancer, energy feminine, element water. Daily correspondence Monday, page number 131. Also called honesty, money plant, or silver dollar plant, as its silver dollar shaped pods are said to turn into actual silver when tucked away in a closet. This Moonwall is a different plant than Botrychium lunaria, the endangered fern. This magic herb, brought to the colonies by the pilgrims, speaks of forgetfulness, which can also be interpreted as forgiveness, and speaks honestly and sincerely. This plant easily seeds itself, offering a compound return on your initial investment. It's a great plant with which to introduce kids to gardening because it's fast growing and bears money-shaped seed pods. Magical properties. Moonwort promises prosperity and encourages honesty, and its silver dollar pods evoke the moon. When needed, it can also repel the odd monster or two. Use Moonwort in all moon magic spells, prosperity spells, and when the need for honest communication is required. Dried stalks make interesting additions to wreaths and flower arrangements. Tuck the dried pods into money charms or sprinkle the moon-shaped seeds under a child's bed to ward off lurking monsters who interrupt sweet dreams. Tuck some seeds into your pocket for luck at the casino or neighbourhood poker game. Moon-shaped seeds and moonbeam wishes fend off monsters faster than kisses. Call on Moonwort's silver charms to keep me safe from monsters' harm. Jingle jangle go the seeds, scaring monsters off indeed. And next to that we've got Moonflower, which I'm being guided to read, and not always am I guided to read the one next to it. So let's see. Again, daily correspondence Monday, planetary companion the moon, zodiac sign Cancer, energy feminine. Moonflower has a nocturnal nature that reveals dreams of love in its meaning. It is the ultimate representation of the beautiful emerging from darkness and thriving. The enchanting white flowers open in late afternoon as darkness hovers and the moon begins to show and stay open for one night. The opposite of the daylily or the morning glory to which the moonflower is related. The flower's scent, which attracts their moth pollinators, is not one all humans can detect. Consider your herbal energies in full display if you can. Note this plant is poisonous and is best incorporated into a herbal moon garden for inviting pollinators and encouraging the magical growth cycle. As a flower ruled by the moon, Moonflower is a must for any herbal moon garden, to use in moon spells and for divination, dreams and intuition. Suggested use: under the light of the full moon, inhale Moonflower's perfume to induce prophetic dreams and awaken your intuition. As a moonflower, incorporate it into your Esbat ritual as you wish. The herbs at this hour have magic and power beyond when the sun's in the sky. In darkness you see, reveal unto me your prophecy, truth and desire. 222. I'm going to leave it there, guys. If this did resonate, like, share and subscribe. I'll catch you soon. Sending so much love.